What's up guys, and welcome back to Project Z Garage. Today we're going to be working on the Audi Q3's door handle. The comfort access stopped working here, so when you press on this little square here it's supposed to lock, and when you pull on the door handle it's supposed to unlock. So we found a sensor on Amazon, so we're going to try the cheap way first, and if that doesn't work we'll have to go buy the OEM one from Audi, which is a lot more expensive. So first thing you got to do, you can unplug your battery and all that good stuff, and we're going to be removing this little cover here. You might be able to get that with a screw. Oh, there we go. Take that off, and then we're going to see this little, I think this is a T20. Let's see if I have one here. Alright, let's see what we have here. I think it is a T20, so let's pull that out and check. Yes, it is. So we have our bit holder for our T20. We're going to loosen this. Actually, this is not very tight at all. We probably could have just used the screwdriver handle, or there we go. To loosen it here, so we're going to loosen it out. That might be enough. Let's see. And what we're going to want to do is, let me bring you around closer, is to try to get this piece out. I think you're supposed to, oh, there we go. You push it in and it pops this piece out here.
You put the box.
So we're going to take that out.
So when you're driving on the highway,
and once we take that out, now go and try to fish this piece out here, which doesn't seem to be working. So let's push this piece in more. Have to get it out from behind there. There we go. So I'm going to slowly fish this out. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you guys saw that. And then there's a little connector here. We'll just push that down, like that, and pull that out. And that's going to get your handle out there. And this sensor here is what we're trying to replace. I have the new one here. So I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, that's the new one we got from Amazon, and that's what we're going to be replacing here, but we're going to have to fish it out. So let me get to some place where we can sit down and put this on the table or something so that we can work on taking this apart. Alright guys, so we have our makeshift table here for now, and what we'll have to do is get this connector out. You can see it has some little plastic pieces holding it in, so be very careful as you pry on them. So I'm just gonna pry on that side, and slowly work our way out. So that gets that part out there. Then on this part, there's a little hole in here that you'll have to press in at the same time as you lift it out. So that's a little more difficult. You might need like a poker or something, because it's hard to get. Guys, so I used a little pick and we were able to get into the little hole on each side and work its way out. So we loosened that part. Now We use the same pick, and we're going to get it in here, and we're going to slowly move this piece out like that. Oh, actually, that came out easier than I thought. And then we just have to snake that through like that. And we can see if this is damaged. I mean, I don't see any damage to it. I know sometimes you'll see that they're cracked and water gets in, but I don't see any real damage to it. But we'll replace it and see. We got this one off of Amazon, so we'll see how well it works. If anything, we'll have to buy an OEM one.
Yeah.
So I'll put a link down below to it if it works. So we're going to slide this one back in like so. We can use the pick to help lift that up as we slide it in. Not in the right thing. That should not be that hard. There we go. And there's a, what do you call it? A hornet or something in here. So now we got to get that in the underneath here to clip in. There we go. Let's see if we can get it all the way in. Because that piece has to go there. And we have to get this piece in here. That seems like it's all the way in. Alright, that looks like it's pretty flat. And now we're gonna slide this piece back in. This actually, I wish this would come up more. It's a little off. Let's see if I can slide these on these. Maybe. It's a little short. All the way in on this. I'll push this in a little more. Alright, so that's, I feel like that's pretty good. Maybe I could go a little more. See if we can get these back in. That goes there. Yep, that looks like it's in on that side. Back down on the other side. Yep. And then that fits there. Yeah. It's holding it, but maybe the OEM one would have been a little better. It's not as tight of a fit. But we'll try it out and see how that works. So now let's get it back in the car and see if we can get it to work or not. We're going to plug this back in. Push that down. That locks it in place. We should have pulled that out last time. And then we're going to snake it back in. That. Alright guys, we've been fighting with this thing for a while. There's a lever inside here that we need to pull forward so that it will hook into this piece here. We're not able to get this in far enough to hook it, so we're going to take a line, pull it forward, get it around it, and then pull the line out, and hopefully that'll hold it in place. This thing is crazy, man. I thought this would be a simpler, I thought we'd be able to lock it in place if we push this piece in, but it's not allowing us to. Or I thought if maybe it'll slide over the top and then maybe it'll catch, but that didn't work either. So we're gonna try the fishing line trick and see if it works. We made a loop. Do I need to double this or you can?
No, it's fine.
Okay, you want to hold this like that? Why is this? Oh, pull it straight like this, because.
Is it pulling?
Yeah. Okay.
That's it? Huh? That's it? Cool. It's in there.
Looks like it's in.
Yeah. Broke the right time.
Now, let's see if this works. We're gonna put this piece back in. Let's screw this in and see what happens. Yep, so the string worked. It pulled that lever out first enough so that we could do that. Now, let's hope it works. Let's test it out. I think it's inside the car. I mean, well, there's black pieces in there, right?
Yeah, we don't use
So we got the keys here. Nothing. Okay, that's not working. Okay. That's not working either. See if that side works. Alright, well, we may have gotten a dud. So, we turned the car on, turned the car off, and now it's working. Oh, my key's not close enough. Yep. Lock. Locks. Put the key far enough away. Lock. Well, I'm saying, we'll move the key away. It's locked. Now it's open. This is BS. But guys, it was hard. We had to use a fishing line. I thought if we moved the that screw inside here, I thought if we pushed the screw in once we pulled it forward, I thought that would lock it in place, but it didn't. We had to actually use a fishing line to pull that lever forward so that it could hook around it. So now we're just gonna make sure everything's tight. Alright, so just make sure this is tight. It wasn't super tight to begin with, so that's all we're gonna do. Put the cap back on. Like that. And this job is done. So as you can see, it doesn't work because the key's too far away. I find that this Audi, the key has to be very close to it for it to work. You hear the beep, you see the light flash a little bit, and there we go. Alright guys, like, share, and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next video.